Hey, welcome back to GameSpot's continuing coverage of Gamescom 2014. I'm Danny Dwyer, Cameron Robinson.
Hey, Danny.
We double-teamed some Far Cry 4 today.
Oh, we sure did. And I got to play the Shangri-La. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Shangri-La section, which is actually quite interesting. So what they're doing now with this is throughout the world of Far Cry 4, you'll find these paintings, and you can like move inside them, and it will trigger this new Shangri-La mission, which is like set in an enclosed area, lots of space to explore. And the color palette's all red, and you've got this bow, and you've got this tiger who helps you out. But it's quite a nice, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a side mission departure.
Departure
kind of thing.
from the usual Far Cry 4 experience when you're like wandering around doing what you want. It's quite focused.
It seemed like it was pretty like straight up linear. You had one objective to do. There was some variation in the paths you could get to that, but not really that much. And it was basically focusing on this bow and this.
The emphasis was very much on stealth. So you're meant to like take the guys down with the bow or with the kind of takedowns and use your tiger. So you could actually, and the same way you would tag people normally in Far Cry, you can say, hey tiger, get that guy.
Yo, tiger, eat that dude.
Yeah, and he can be stealthy too. With like
literally turned invisible.
Transparent.
So apparently you're going to have to do one of these. They're optional, but then once you actually complete that first one, you can do them if you want to, and if you do, then you get special abilities. So it's another one of the many side quests you can do in Far Cry 4. I got to play something in the mountains, which was also a kind of localized focused demo. So obviously the world of Far Cry 4 is quite big, but if you want to get to the top of the peaks, instead of you actually having to trek the whole way up, they basically just made these kind of instance levels. So what I played was a mission where I basically had to knife kill one of the main baddies, antagonists, like generals.
It was kind of like a captain of the base, right?
Yeah.
It's the same way as you have the bases in Far Cry 3. This was like one bit on the top of like a Himalayan mountain. But yeah, it was great because there was like, you could take them out stealthily, you could use their guns. You also had bait. I love my favorite bait.
Yeah, meat bait.
You like released a bear and then threw bait.
It was like reminding me of like the antlion things in Half-Life 2 where you're just throwing meat at dudes and this bear just comes out of nowhere and mauls them.
They had it in Blood Dragon as well, didn't they?
Oh, you're right, actually.
So you could bring the dinosaurs.
Sadly, a massive Blood Dragon didn't come out of nowhere. But again, it was like another sort of a focused, you have to do this kind of level, which I guess is something very easy to show at a games convention because they can say it's 15 minutes or so. So it seemed fun. It felt really like Far Cry 3, which was no bad thing. It looked good. I got to use a wingsuit, which was ridiculous. And then when it literally got to the end of the wingsuit section, you're flying down off the mountains, you hit a level complete screen, which I'm guessing then brings you back to the game. So we haven't seen too much of the open world Far Cry 4 stuff. If it's anything like what we've seen from this, it'll probably be similar to Far Cry 3.
So basically,
but those levels were fun.
So they're showing us how they're going to supplement the main game in the world with these like Shangri-La bits off the side where you get more abilities and these like special missions right up in the peaks, which I guess are about, wow, look, you're on top of a mountain.
But yes, do you want to play Far Cry 4 after playing that?
Totally, absolutely,
Yeah, me too.
That's my probably most hyped game of this year.
Great. All right, well, for more coverage of Far Cry 4 and Gamescom in general, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.